If it was in Birmingham, actually, where Theresa May coughed her way through her speech, a bit of the set fell off and a man handed her a P45. So by that standard, it was actually pretty peaceful for good old Liz Truss. And joining me in the studio right now is political commentator Has Ahmed. Has, thank you very much for joining me. Right, what did you make of that?
It was great. The Prime Minister, given the tremendous pressure that she's been in this week, we saw the announcement on Monday, and we saw some of the news and headlines that have been coming in. With all the pressure that she was in, she's really worked this conference. She's really got the members and, of course, MPs as well behind it. And I trust, this was a very peaceful speech, except from the Greenpeace, who call themselves peace, but they're not really peaceful.
Well, no, and also they were dispatched relatively quickly, which we can all agree is a good idea. But I've got a big concern when it comes to the Conservative Party, which is that, as far as I can see, at the minute, the Tory Party looks as though it doesn't want to be re-elected because you've got so much infighting.
Mm-hmm. No, I don't think there is there is not any infighting as there's been said out there in the media and other places. Because I've been to so many fringe events. If there was a case, in the policy forum, for example, we're discussing about the next ideas for the next manifesto, how it would look like. People were really motivated to get things done together. There was never, you're wrong, I'm right, any of this stuff. And I think, as we saw how some of those Greenpeace protesters were let in, I think there were some people who just shouldn't have been there, making some of these comments on behalf of the Tory Party members.
Look, I put it to you, I was at Tory Party conference for the vast majority of it, and I was at various different events. I think it's no particular surprise to a lot of people that I don't exactly lean to the left, personally, right? So I'm not there with any kind of agenda. But I was surprised that so many people, like lower-level Tories, I would say, like local councillors and people like that, were just quite dismayed, and that was coming across. Do you think the Conservatives need a little bit of time out of power just to regroup and then go again?
We have just not long ago won the 80-seat majority that we have. We want to deliver for the British people. There is no way for the hard work that we've been doing for the past 12 years for the British people that we can go back in opposition and say, let Labour and other people come in and take some of the credit for the stuff that we have done. That's not going to happen. We've laid the foundation. We're going to get the work done.